Have you ever wondered if you're acing this whole parenting thing? Or maybe, just maybe, you've had moments when you questioned yourself? Well, today's video is a deep dive into a topic that might transform your relationship with your child and make you rethink some parenting habits. So, if you want to discover the secrets to fostering an unbreakable bond with your little ones, stick around, because we're about to uncover the truth about toxic parenting and how to become the positive parent your child deserves. I am Dr. Taniesha Burke, your positive parenting coach, and welcome to our channel. Parenting is a journey filled with joy, challenges, and constant opportunities for growth. As parents, our ultimate goal is to raise healthy, happy, and well-adjusted children. However, sometimes we unknowingly exhibit behaviors, attitudes, and thought processes that can be harmful to our children. For the rest of this video, we'll explore the signs of toxic parenting and, most importantly, provide insights on how to transform into a positive parent so that you can foster a nurturing and loving environment for your children to thrive. Let's now look at the attitudes, behaviors, and actions of typical toxic parents. Now, as we go through each of these signs, I want you to pause and reflect on whether you're guilty of any, and if you are, how often. This exercise is not intended to make you feel guilty. What we're trying to do is to create awareness so that you can begin the process of change into moving towards a more positive parent. The first sign of toxic parenting is that toxic parents may dismiss or invalidate their children's emotions. They may belittle their feelings or ignore them altogether, making their child feel unheard or unimportant. The second sign of toxic parenting is excessive control. Overbearing control and micromanagement can stifle a child's autonomy and growth. Toxic parents may have unrealistic expectations and impose strict rules without considering their child's age and abilities. The third sign of toxic parenting is negative communication. Constant criticisms, shouting, yelling, and using hurtful language can erode a child's self-esteem and confidence. Toxic parents may resort to insults, comparisons, or guilt-tripping as a form of communication. The fourth is inconsistent discipline. Toxic parents may flip-flop between overly permissive and overly punitive. This inconsistency can confuse children, which makes it difficult for them to understand boundaries and consequences, and also it increases their level of anxiety. The fifth sign of toxic parenting is favoritism. Showing favoritism among siblings can lead to jealousy, rivalry, and lasting emotional scars. Toxic parents may openly or subtly favor one child over the others, causing resentment and insecurity. The next sign is neglect. Neglectful parents may be physically present but emotionally absent. They may prioritize their own needs or interests over their child's well-being, leaving the child feeling neglected and unloved. Being inflexible is also a sign of being a toxic parent. Toxic parents may resist change and be unwilling to adapt to their child's evolving needs and interests. This can hinder a child's growth and discourage them from pursuing passions. And the final sign we will cover today is unrealistic expectations. Setting unattainable standards can place immense pressure on children. Toxic parents may push their children unrelentlessly, expecting perfection in academics, sports, or other areas. Now that we know the characteristics of toxic parenting and we have evaluated ourselves to determine if we have any of these traits, we can then move forward to looking at what we can do to move from being a toxic parent to being more of a positive parent. Now, before we get into what we can do to make the change, if you have received value from this content so far but you're not a subscriber, we encourage you to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be alerted to similar content such as this when we publish them. Now, let's look at what we can do to become more positive parents. The first thing we need to do is self-reflection, which we started in the beginning of the video when I encourage you to reflect on whether you have any of these characteristics. So this first step is very important because it creates awareness. Take an honest look at your parenting style and identify areas where you may be exhibiting toxic behaviors. After you've become aware of any toxic traits you might exhibit, it's also important to seek professional help from a therapist, counselor, or even parenting coach. These individuals or professionals can help to provide insights and strategies for you to make the necessary change to becoming a positive parent. Next is to meet your child's needs. Ensure that your child's emotional and physical needs are met consistently. This includes providing a safe and nurturing environment, spending quality time together, and being responsive to their emotions and concerns, especially when they're distressed. Next thing is to become an empathetic communicator. So listen actively to your child's thoughts and feelings without judgment. Encourage open and honest conversations and validate their feelings even if you do not always agree. Next is to set realistic expectations. Understand that children have their own unique strengths and weaknesses. Set age-appropriate, achievable goals and celebrate their efforts and progress rather than fixating on outcomes. Becoming a positive parent also involves having consistent and fair discipline. Establish clear boundaries and consequences for actions. Be consistent in your discipline and ensure that it is fair and tailored to the situation. Another characteristic of positive parents is that they spend quality time with their children. So try to spend quality time with your child, engaging in activities that they enjoy, show interest in their hobbies and passions, and as much as possible, create cherished memories together, no matter what the activity is. It's also important that you show unconditional love. Reassure your child that your love is unwavering regardless of their behavior or accomplishments. Make them feel secure in your love and support. Next is to practice self-care, and this is a message especially to mothers. Take care of your own physical and emotional well-being. A happier, less stressed parent is better equipped to provide a positive and nurturing environment for their child. Our final recommendation for moving from being a toxic parent to a positive parent is to consider enrolling in a positive parenting class so that you can learn parenting tools that focus on honoring children's autonomy, setting clear boundaries, and disciplining with kindness and firmness. These classes offer valuable insights, strategies, and a supportive community of parents who share similar goals. They can help you develop the skills needed to foster a more harmonious and loving parent-child relationship. Remember, learning and growing as a parent is a journey, and seeking guidance and education can be a powerful step forward. And if you're interested in positive parenting classes, you can go to our website, which is listed in the description box, so that you are alerted to upcoming classes, or you can enroll in one of the other pre-recorded classes as well. Becoming a positive parent is an ongoing journey of self-improvement and growth. Recognizing toxic behaviors and actively working to change them is a powerful step towards building a loving and supportive relationship with your child. Remember that no parent is perfect, but with dedication and a commitment to change, you can create a nurturing and empowering environment for your children to flourish. Your efforts will not only benefit them, but also contribute to your own personal growth and fulfillment as a parent. We're now at the end of our video. If you found value in today's content and believe it could help you have a wonderful relationship with your children, please consider subscribing if you're not a subscriber. By joining our growing community, you will get more tools and insights to navigate your parenting journey with confidence. Thank you so much for joining us, and goodbye for now.